Test. Oh, it works. Okay. One, two, three. Hello everyone. Good evening, if you are in Europe, of course. We are back with AF1 today. You can hear me, right? I just want to have a small confirmation. We are going to start today a little bit earlier. And why is that? Is the reason that I want to show new liveries, go through out the whole field. It will be quite difficult. I was prepared with, like I prepared the piece of paper from which I was I was planning to read all the names and so on, but my printer is not working. So yeah, like setting up the printer for 40 minutes is a failure. But I gonna do some nice and easy commentary. Yes. Yeah, because you are the race control. Okay. Let's start everything again. So sound is back. And we move. It's not AF2, it's AF1. So pardon me. I think let's make it smaller and move it around here. Yep, it is perfect, and the chat is visible on stream, which is an improvement. I know. But you didn't have the river livery voltage, so it doesn't count. It is not as beautiful as this British bias livery driven by Josh Brooks. Okay, so let's do an intro, right? I hope that you can hear me nice and clear. I was working a little bit with my audio setup to make it, you know, like work a little bit better. I mean better, not beta like, you know, alpha beta. It's alpha setup, not beta setup. But yes, we are at Sakir, Bahrain GP, of course, obviously. And right now we have plenty of drivers, 24 apparently, which is nice, which is very, very good. Currently, Jens Betsma is leading the practice, 3 minutes to go. We're gonna start qualifying. In this season, qualifying is quite different than in previous season. So basically we will have only one session. It's mostly because it created some problems before, so you know we're gonna probably focus on making it easy instead of like making some trouble with setting it up. So basically we have nice and easy grid of 25 drivers right now. Some new names. I think Anto is back, as I can see. Is there any new name in this season? No, I thought there would be, but no. I will show the safety car livery. G750 is going to be a safety car driver today. So yeah, so maybe let's go through the field. First driver currently is... It is not too quiet, G. It is not too quiet. I know that you are lying. You sneaky fox. You Greek liar. It wasn't Moltashu. Yes, I know. I mean, I was rewatching yesterday's stream, basically, and I was you know, trying to find if yeah, I was yesterday I was too quiet. I was trying to find if I gonna improve it, so I moved the whole microphone in front of me, which is little effort. Yeah. I saw you winning again. Joao Vicente Guerra right now is spinning. So let's go through the field. We've got Jens Betsma. Let's move. I need to open the whole list of drivers and teams. Sorry for that. Or maybe, on the website. We have all the teams on the website if you want to know who is where, but I'm gonna go through the whole field. So Jack Oliver is representing MR Oliver's team alongside his father, Anto. Their livery is quite similar, although Jack has white halo, Anto has a lime one. Then we have DXC River Racing, represented by Josh Brooks, who is somewhere, and Juan Manuel Gutierrez, who is also somewhere. Oh, Josh is here. Let's see the livery. Oh, it is here. Is Juan here? Yeah, Juan is also here. So both drivers here. The difference on the Juan's livery is number 24 being yellow and you know, red stripe representing the Spanish flag. Then we have Matias Suriano and Charles Bertrand, both drivers representing Scuderia Lancia Martini Sofina. Then there is Muaka Racing. I don't know if Fonseca is here, neither is Trader Joe. Then we have LNJ, Lucas Boyschel and Jens Betsma in those liveries. DNB Motorsport, which is Diego Domingo and Ben Hayes. Shiny Waffles and Bjarne Prine, they are representing Fat Sim Racing, and Shiny Waffles is around here. That's the livery. Robbie Kinnable and Max Jensen are representing BMW and Eurocar. I guess, yeah. There he is. Rimowa Racing. Vessel is probably here. There it is. With a very political statement on the car. Now, let's move to Bonnevein, which is representing Fast Sim Racing, which is a split from Fat Sim Racing. Then Racing Lions, Vivolves, and Bahrain. Is there any? Yeah, there are. Very nice livery. Wolf Team Racing, represented by Joao Guerra and Thomas Cameron. And the rest we're gonna cover throughout the stream, okay? No, my microphone is working. What? What? Working what? No, it is working. So Boltashu, if you won't stop trolling, you're gonna get banned. It is working. I have the feedback. No, it is totally working. And then we have let's move again. Where did I finish? Why? Why do I keep changing volume? I don't know. Why do I keep changing volume? I don't know. No, it apparently works. No, it apparently works. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know what's the reason. No, what's the reason? Okay, it works. Okay, Boltashu, you're going to get time out. Because you are trolling me. It is working. You see, you lost all your credibility. Okay, so we have drivers being out. With Joao Vicente Guerra leading the whole pack of drivers. Let's move to this camera. Maybe how is the stream quality? It looks okay. It doesn't. Yep. There it is. Okay. So let's go throughout the whole lap. Joao Vicente Guerra is currently leading. We will start the fast lap probably with him. First driver to leave the lane. And also, I think Josh miscalculated the map. Okay. Okay, let's look at your proof. Okay. So I don't know what's the reason. Get time out. Okay, it works. Okay, Boltashu, you go. You lost all your. If you mean that, it's probably some. No, wait a second. I need to check something. Well, if we're going through the technical difficulties, there was something which was used to like mute screaming or something, but it was supposedly turned off. I hope that. So I don't know how to fix that issue with the microphone. If it will be too loud, it's probably gonna check it a little bit, but it's not like it's not working, Boltashu, so that's not an issue. So right now we are with Joao Vicente Guerra. Maybe no. Let's start somebody who is starting the lap. Will it be Jack soon? It should be. Okay, so let's wait for Jack Oliver to start his lap, as I was too distracted with fixing the with some issues. Okay, let's go. So we are currently at the third sector. all the drivers on the outlap. Oh, there was some server lag, probably. It's not my internet. So that's interesting. So, one thing at the bingo is checked right now. We are starting the lap. We are in the first DRS zone. One of the three. Braking nice and easy at 100. Oh, Jag lost the rear. Still keeping it though. It's tricky through the second and third corner. Into the second DRS zone. Braking it around 60, maybe 70, depends on the driver and the line. And then progressing to another sweeping section, which is very tricky. You need to keep the car under the control. It is easy to roast the car, especially here, where you need to have very good line. And we are progressing to the most tricky section, 9th and 10th corner. You need to be almost flat out here and then nail the corner, which Jack managed, which is still better than current F1 drivers, which in 2022 cars are failing to do it in many occasions, as we saw in testings. And then, oh, he touched the curb, but this is another sweeping section where you need to be very, very careful. In those cars, probably you don't need to operate on throttle that much, but still you need to be very, very smooth to do it properly flat out. And then we are going to the last corner here. Nice and easy, although I think Jack lost some time. And he will probably finish P2. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. As Jens Betsma is faster to 10s right now. That's good. That's good. We're gonna have some competition as Juan Manuel Gutierrez is outside the track. Let's go maybe intervals quali. Let's see, not sectors, let's see times. There's quite close times between Radulea and Bahrain right now. That's interesting. Max Jensen and Josh Brooks are both also very close. In fact, the whole top from P2 to P6, even P8, all the drivers are within 1 second. And we might see some changes, especially since like 2/10 separates P4 from P7. This is going to be an intense qualifying session as we go to another sweeping section with Radulea. Is it? Yes. It is sweeping second sector. As you can see from the driver's perspective. Probably he's not driving with Halo, but though you don't see that much. And Shiny Waffles went a little bit wide, which is ruining his chances to do a good lap, as he right now struggles 5 seconds off the pace. This is the last driver to have a proper lap here. We have some returns. I haven't covered Philip Bauer, right? Who is racing for Fernson Racing alongside Fern, who is not here. And there's Untitled Colombia Project 2. Yeah, where is Kevin? It's Kevin and Mythic. Mythic is not here. So those are deliveries, because I forgot to do them all before. But never mind. Let's focus on Jens Betsma, who is currently the fastest driver here, and probably the bingo will be again crossed out as server is doing nice things, which is causing it is causing Jens Betsma to crash. This is not good. This is not good. I think it's server. I don't think it's him. Which might be not very good. But let's open the bingo. I'm gonna cross some things out. Server weirdly lagging is crossed out. So that's one thing. Then probably Jack qualifying P2 gonna be a trend. Jens is a faster driver in qualifying. Wait a second. Let's see the gaps. Yes. Although Jack is only 1/10 behind. Even less than 1/10. So it's intense. It is intense. It will be intense section. Although Mike Blast is section of the qualifying. Although Mike Blast is also only 2.5 behind, which, you know, he can make Jack lose even P2. Let's see. As Josh Brooks is back on P4, doing a very interesting comeback in his first race, 4/10 behind the leader. He is not saying his last words, so he is probably going to even maybe try to get this P3. So the battle for P3, P4 is intense, I think. It will be at least in contention for like Bertrand, Janssen, Radulea, Vincent Teguera, maybe Domingo. Although Domingo is also coming back to AF after a long break, and he didn't do much of racing recently. So I don't know how it's gonna finish for him. Although he might still go for P2. We have a lot of yellow cars in this season, which is good. I always think that grid is lacking those colors like yellow, like as you can see, like we have some white cars. There's another like orangey yellow car. There is a yellow car. Like we had mostly like black cars with some white additions, and right now we have interesting combo of cars being yellow, which like you don't see mostly on the grid, which is nice. Matti Leibiak is also in the session, improving vastly in the first and second sector. He wasn't sure if he's going to race, but apparently he does, and he crashes in a weirdly. There's something wrong with the server. I reckon. Like, how can he teleport? How can he teleport? That's. It is server. Yeah. I covered liveries during the practice session. Practice session was for the liveries. I just finished 2 teams in this session as lack of time and setting up everything. This is the livery of the team which is not racing today, Zenith Racing. Represented by Martin Beauty and Botar Hametche. Yes. Jack Olivier is not gaining time. Maybe he is. Yeah, he got some time in this lap, but before... Oh, 28 milliseconds. That's interesting. I mean, like, before it was 2/10, so I thought he is not improving, and Jens is going, you know, like farther and farther with his times. Apparently not. Oh, this light is weird. Like the white color here is apparently gray. It's interesting. Jack Oliver is still looking to get this pole from Jens Betsma. It is very close, and we have only last lap to do it. Sorry if I'm not very excited for the qualifying. It's the first session of the whole season, so I think I'm gonna, you know, like fully enjoy the race. I'm very hyped to see all that stuff happening. I mean, Josh is P5, Prodigy, so you know it's a solid comeback. Although Juan is not P17 right now. Very poor qualifying session from him. Josh will be fuming. He will be devastated by... Oh, Philip Bauer just went a little bit wide. I'm killing people. This is bad. So commentator curse is present. Although I gonna keep it for the bingo until the race will start. Let's not count the qualifying curse right now. Jack Olivier finished P2. Okay, bingo's done. Jack qualifying P2. That is correct. That is correct, boys. Jens Betsma is securing pole position. I don't think any other driver will get it from him. Although Sharpatron goes to P3. He does it. He has a very strong chance of getting a podium position. As Mike Blast won't probably... Yeah, he is spinning. He is spinning. My Blast is spinning. There is no chances for him to get a podium. Max Jensen is leaving the pits, although he cannot do another approach. Although Josh Brooks is doing very good lap. Almost 3 times of improvement in the first sector. Let's see how he's going to do in the second one. He is still on the valid lap. He's still not finished. Oh, losing 1/10 there. Let's see. He's all over the place. Maybe not here, but he was before. And he still tries to get as much time as possible. Let's see if he's going to get the last corner well. There is still some time to be found, Josh. Oh no, some control problems. No, I don't think he will get enough time to progress. Maybe he will move. No, he doesn't. He stays on P6. He didn't move to P5. Then Radulea P7, Vicente Guerra. Filmster goes to P10. Very solid qualifying from the American driver. Bonivane P11. Philip Bauer P12, Diego Domingo P9, I forgot. Ben Hayes P13, Vivos P14. And so it is. P15 Suriano, Anto P16, V Propofol P17, Juan Manuel Gutierrez dropped to P18 per qualifying session from the Spanish driver. Robbie Kinnable P19, Barry Dane P20. Ruben F. Andrade, P21. Matti Leibiak left, but he is P26. I don't know if he will be continuing. He was 5 seconds behind. Shiny Falls P25, Vassel Verhouden P24, and P23 is Imran Shaikh. That's the whole field. And we are done with qualifying. Let's look at the grid. It's beautiful. It's beautiful grid. Let's go. Some of the track additions also, as you can see, logos and all the stuff here. Maca logo. And we are going to start the race. 5 minutes to go. Quite a lot of time. I wonder why it's 5 minutes. Although, it's good for me. I'll cover the whole grid. Jens Betsma, Jack Oliver, Charles Bertrand, Mike Blast, Max Jansen, Josh Brooks, Antonio Radulea, Joao Vicente Guerra behind him. Then there is Diego Domingo, Jake Fimster, Bonnevane, Philip Bauer, Ben Hayes, V-Wolves, Matias Uriano, Anto Vipropofol, Juan Manuel Gutierrez, Robbie Kinnable, Barry Dane, Ruben F. Andrade, Kevin, Imran Shaikh, Vessel Verhouden, and Shiny Waffles with Matt Lebiak closing the whole grid. That's our grid right now. Yeah, let's prepare the drone camera for the start. Mati is having some connection issues. I will be back in, I think, 40 seconds. So, you know, just wait until then. I am back. So, I received a message from Charles Bertrand saying, I bottled 3/10. No. Which is sad. Sad to see. Basically, let's check one more thing. No. Filters. Okay. Still 1 minute to go. Let's do some hype. Do you think there will be a crash? I see Prodisi saying there will be a 5-car crash. Then Tugua Potobo is saying our Charlie boy in third. Yes, our Charlie boy is indeed in third position. And he will be looking to get as much places as possible. He reported recently that he will try to be more aggressive in this race. Matti Leibig is again on the grid. He might be able to start on time. So let's see how his on-track aggression will be, in practice. "24 seconds. Let's prepare for the hype as we go for, one of the most interesting AF races. Engines up, gentlemen. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are out. Jack Oliver having the very good start, and Sharpatron is behind Betsma, but Mike Blast is also having very good run. They are going to the first corner. Jack Oliver braking kinda weirdly. They are battling with Betsma. Let's move the camera to Jack Oliver. Betsma is in P2. Jack Oliver sweeps him in the back, but like Sharpatron is trying to get to Betsma, but he didn't succeed. Sorry, there's so much happening. I didn't see any safety car crash right now, apparently, which is interesting. Although Josh Brooks lost 1 position, Jake Filmster lost 2 positions, Jens Betsma is still hunting. And then there is some hit between Mike Blast and Max Jansen. Jack Oliver is already pulling away from the whole grid. Bertrand trying to get to Betsma, but then Max Jansen is trying to regain his podium chances. Let's see if... No, there are still fights between Bertrand and Jansen in the moment, but... Oh, there's a crash, Bonnevein is off. João Vicente Guerra going quite slowly and losing positions. I think there is a safety car. Yes, there is a safety car. This is a safety car. Okay. So we are under the first safety car. So bingo. Safety car is out. Sharpatron keeping the position. Jens Betsma lost 1 position. That's interesting. That's absolutely interesting. Hello, Ben. How are you doing? How do you enjoy the, desert duel? Oh, there's quite. I cannot say how weirdly it looks from that perspective. Weaving, but it looked like Jens is just losing the control over the car. That camera is weird. The camera is very weird. And I think we are progressing to the restart zone. No, we are not. We are having 1 lap under the safety car. Don't mind the map. It is broken, I know. And it's not me who prepared that. So we have our safety car boy on G750. Shout out to him. He is not racing today. He just pulled out of racing just to be able to help us deliver a very good spectacle as a safety car driver. And we already see some interesting battles between Betsma and Oliver. It looks almost like Abu Dhabi. They're going side by side. It's very nervous. I mean, battle between Betsma and Oliver is always anticipated. It was like very, very intense last season. It is not a spin, although G750 did an oopsie, I think. Don't mind the weaving camera. I'm just following the movement of Jack. Everybody's trying to keep their tires warm. And Jack Oliver almost hit G750. Sharpatron, on the other hand, is looking quite strong here. I reckon he will attack Betsma in the restart zone. The restart zone is on the starting straight. It's the only restart zone here. João Vicente Guerra and Bonnevein are the drivers who lost a lot of positions. Let's keep to the gaps. Intervals. This is what we want to see. There's a huge gap under like between Imran Sheikh and Bahrain. I wonder why. They are out. Shabbatron already having very good start. But then there's Max Jansen. He will be going to the inside line. Jack keeps the lead. Although Bertrand is forced to be defending from at least two drivers, Max Jansen and Mike Blast. They are battling each other. There's, I think, I can see red car. Who is it? It is Fast Sim Racing. Is it? Yeah, it's Mike Blast. Then there's Josh Brooks battling with Radulea. And we can see how top 4 is already separating from others. Jack Oliver is keeping the lead. Betsma is behind him. Yeah, I think it's time to change to normal camera. Let's move to Josh Brooks, who is 4/10. He is defending from Diego Domingo. Two drivers coming back to AF1 and they are already battling. Let's hope that they are not bottling. Diego Domingo under the slipstream of Josh Brooks. In the meantime, there's Philip Bauer spinning. I think there was some collision. Yeah, it was. Matti Leiberg, on the other hand, is going side by side with Vivolves as they are going to the last straight. Side by side, he will go to the inside line, pushing Vivolves wide, and he keeps the position. This is awesome racing. Jens Betsma is still following Jack Oliver. And Max Jansen is making his attempt to get a position from Shabbatron. Shabbatron is P3 currently. He lacks some pace to get closer to Jens. He's already 1.5 seconds behind. Suriano and Kevin are battling. We're gonna go there as Max Jansen does a nice send. Bertrand is run wide, but he can also he can still keep his line. Sorry. As we go through this whipping section of the second sector, Jansen going wide, Bertrand just launching it to the inside. This is a very good move. Although Jansen is still there as we go to the tricky section of 9th and 10th corner. Let's see if Bertrand gonna have better exit. I think he does, although Jansen is pulling away. Betsma is getting closer and closer to Jack Oliver. Oh, Jansen losing the rear. And Bertrand is getting back to P3. And Juan Manuel Gutierrez is attempting to regain the position of Matti Leiberg as Leiberg is trying to sneak between two cars battling in front of him. Mattias Suriano and Vivolves. This is apparently... Oh, it's almost 4 wide there. Almost. So not bingo yet. Mike Blast is launching his attempt down, almost 3 wide, 4 wide even. He's right now battling with Radulea. This is crazy. This is a lot of going on. Radulea is in front of him. Bertrand lost the position for Jansen, but he will still go from the outside line. Braking a bit later. Oh, Jansen was trying to push him off, but then Bertrand managed to keep the control under the car. They are now using DRS. DRS is on. Not the time for a move, and he has... Oh my god, 5 drivers behind him. As Josh Brooks managed to move to P6. Very good run from the British driver as he is right now pushing to the limit to get the position from Mike Blast. Shabbatron, Mike Blast and Max Jansen, they are all battling for P3. This is absolutely crazy as Jens Besma is right now 3/10 behind Jack Oliver. This is the most awesome racing AF1 seen probably for a while. Matti Leiberg in the meantime is making a send on Juan Manuel Gutierrez. They are going side by side on the 10th corner. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is already interesting as Vivolves is going side by side with Kevin. I think there was some contact between Lebiak and Gutierrez. Gutierrez is already losing 2 positions as Joao Vicente Guerra is trying to sneak in. Bertrand is currently P4, and then Mike Blast is making his way up to P4. Bertrand is not doing well in this phase of the race. There was something with the server. Let's see. And then Josh Brooks is making his attempt to get the position from Charles Bertrand. Yeah, there's the correct camera. Bertrand will be defending from the middle lane. That's interesting. As Josh Brooks make his way up to P5. Vivos is getting... No, he's not. He's battling with Kevin side by side, switching positions. But we are coming back to Josh Brooks, who is currently P4. And he is keeping his position from Charles Bertrand and Max Jansen. This is absolutely intense. Diego Domingo currently is joining the fight. As it is Ben Hayes. 2 yellow cars, 2 teammates there. This is very intense, but let's move to Jens Betsma, who is right behind Jack Oliver. I reckon that there will be a chance for him to do a send. Yes, he is doing it. No, Jack is braking much later than Jens is. This is very, very intense racing. Is everything working well? Like with the quality, sound, and so on. I just want to make sure that, you know, everything is fine. As we go to the battle of Radulea and Diego Domingo. Diego Domingo is right on the gearbox of Radulea. Then they are moving to the last corner. Diego Domingo sneaking to the inside, doing a switchback. It doesn't work well, but he's right in the slipstream. And he's using DRS. They are both indeed using DRS. Although Domingo is making his way to do a dive. He does it. He does it. Although Radulea will be trying to regain the position as he does indeed. And Mike Blast right now gonna be sending it on Josh Brooks. Almost collided, but they are both keeping it nice and clean. It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Charles Bertrand is already 1 second behind Max Jansen. So Jansen will be keeping the podium for last podium position for a while, at least. Until he gets any mistake or something. Vicente Guerra and Leibach are fighting. They are not teammates, they just share the same livery. But Leibach keep the position. Vipropofol, on the other hand, managed to overtook Bonnevein. What's wrong with the camera in that sector? I don't know. In that corner. Jens Betsma is losing 7 times right now. But he is still under the DRS. So is Josh Brooks. Almost on the limit of the DRS. He will be trying to keep it close to Charles Bertrand. Some people were complaining for the DRS. But apparently it is not the case. Robbie Kinnable almost collided with Jake Fimster. Fimster is not having a good run. He's P17. He started P10, I think. Joao Vicente Guerra and Leibach are fighting together. And Jens Betsma is getting closer and closer to Jack Oliver. He is using DRS, which is not something Jack can use. Matti Leibach losing a position. No, he's not, but they are battling very, very hard for the position. Jens Betsma, in the meantime, is still trying to capitalize on under the DRS zones and under every break-in he can. And that's the common scenario. Like, Jens qualifies better. Oh, there is a collision. Imran Shaikh, I think. No, it's Bonnevane. Bonnevane and Filmster collided. Radulea is in the pit lane right now. So Radulea is the first driver to do the pit. Let's see how's that strategy gonna play. I don't know what's the strategy. I didn't ask any drivers to do it. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. How are you enjoying the battles, chat? Any, you know, like stuff you noticed during the race? You think somebody is going to, you know, do better than the other driver or something? Any observations? Ashabatront is very close to Max Jansen. Oh, they are playing the game. They were trying to trick each other to go to the pit lane, but Shabatron read it correctly. And he is very good with the mental games, I guess. Making the first corner, diving there, and he gets P3. He is keeping P3 to himself. Josh Brooks right now is fighting for P5. He dropped a bit previously. That camera is good one. He dropped a bit. Shabatron dropped again to P4. Yeah, I think let's do this. Let's do this. Shabatron launching it on Jansen. But this is not working well right now. He will try another occasion. I think he's pretty strong in the first sector. He just uses everything he can from the last corner, turn 14, and then he's just capitalizing under the DRS. Like the problem for Bertrand is that he is still under the DRS of Mike Blast and Josh Brooks. They are both close. And Oliver is fighting with Betsma as Betsma did a launch. He launched into the first corner, but Oliver managed to do a switchback. So we are following those two with a TV cam, like helicopter cam. Side by side, Oliver still keeps it. Betsma is very aggressive. It looks like Verstappen against Hamilton in the final phase of the race. Betsma is right behind the Jack's gearbox, but it is not enough. It is not enough. As Mike Blast is trying to push Albatron even further in the back to P5. Bertrand will be defending hard. He said, I'm gonna be aggressive in this race. Is he aggressive enough? I think he is. He's just sending it every corner, using every opportunity. He is not keen to play on the mind games. He is in the strong mindset to keep it all. As it is for Josh Brooks. Is River back? Is it or not? That's the question as we are going to the sector filled with Maca advertisement. Every corner. And he is indeed using DRS as Mike Blast. This is the train of DRS train. And then Diego Domingo and Hayes, they are chilling behind. Like, maybe not very chilling, but they are under the range. I'm not screaming. I thought that there will be some, you know, like safety car collision or something. But we are almost reaching the mid phase of the race. Imran Sheikh is having some problems as Josh Brooks is going side by side with Mike Blast. Is it enough to do it? No. You need to be very, very smooth in this section. It requires a lot of precision, a lot of consistency. They're both doing it. But Jensen is not doing that well as Bertrand is getting closer and closer. I reckon Josh must be thinking, oh, I am in a podium position. I might be back. I might be able to get a podium in AF1. And he's not wrong. He is in the podium chances, under the podium chances right now. Suriano. Very strong driver in 2 previous seasons right now. Battling for P9. I don't know if it's, you know, like his dream result to be in P9 right now, but he will do everything to improve. As we have still over the half of the distance to go. And Jens Betsma is again sending it into the first corner. Jack Oliver defending hard. They are going side by side, and Betsma is indeed keeping P1. Jack will be sending again. Very late braking. And he regains P1. But Betsma is going side by side. He is not leaving any room for breathing. There are some cars pitting, I guess. I won't be checking it. No, they are just fighting for the position. I won't be checking it for a while, since the battle for the lead is more exciting and important. So we follow Jens Betsma, a driver who lost pole position after 1 corner, and right now he is trying his best, sending it again, but I think his sends are not enough. Jack knows Jens will be sending. I'm gonna brake later, and Jack is very known from out-braking everybody basically. He's braking later and later and later, and he can still make a corner. 10 meters, okay. 20 meters, okay. He can move his braking point successfully, and he still is able to keep it. This is awesome. 100 braking. Jack losing the rear. They are both struggling. Is it the pit stop time? I don't know. The tires are not very, let's say, resistant. And we see the driver leaving the pit lane right now. Anto was pitting his P25. Yeah, I just forgot about Anto in the race. And Jens and Jack are fighting. Jack is just using the DRS zone. Jens right behind him. It's absolutely intense. I like this cam. This is nice. Maybe the rear wing one is interesting. A lot of drivers doing the pit stops. I think, yeah, they are. Sorry, this one. Yeah, yep. Jens Betsma is right behind Jack Oliver in the classic Maca livery. Anto is just giving the DRS to Jack, I think. Is he? Yes, he is! Jack is able to defend as his father is giving him DRS. What a turn! This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, let's see. Mike Blast battling with Josh Brooks still, and Charles Bertrand again on P3. Let's see. Progress. Kevin, 17 positions, although I think he didn't stop. Yeah, and Josh Brooks is after the pit stop, indeed, as Mike Blast, Jake Feimster, and Diego Domingo and Van Hayes. Bertrand doing his pit stop right now. Jens Betsma is after the pit stop. Jack will be trying to overcut. Jens, it might be interesting. So the intervals right now are not very interesting because of the pit stops. Although we have almost three wide fights right now. Where is Bertrand? Bertrand after the pit stop is keeping P3. Very good strategy from Charles. He is doing everything he can. Oh, Josh is on medium compound. He is trying different strategy. Bertrand is on the softs. Brooks going side by side with Jake Feimster. I need to find my rhythm again. This is like that part of the race when some stuff happens, but I need to take some breathing space. As Josh Brooks is trying to... It's not trying, he is just looking for every opportunity as Mike Blast is spinning. I was going to say he's trying to force Mike Blast into making a mistake, but then I was thinking, yeah, I just say he's trying this and that too much. So I was trying, yeah. I was, you know, making all the efforts to just change my phrasing. And then this happened. So Mike Blast, he recovered, although Feimster is right behind him, two teammates from the flat-out sim racing. The Propofol, on the other hand, is losing a position from Juan Manuel Gutierrez, who is slowly catching up to some decent points. Jack Oliver fighting again with Betsma. How did it happen? Did Jack pit? Yes, Jack pitted, but he didn't manage to come out in front of Jens. Although he have fresher, softer tires. There is one lap difference between them, but still enough to, you know, to do the difference, to make the difference. 4 tenths behind him. You think Jack gonna overtake him? I think yes. This is a chase we've been waiting for. João Vicente Guerra and Juan Manuel Gutierrez were battling, then there's Propofol behind them. Let's come back to Jack Oliver. 3 tenths behind. Yeah, this is the descent time. Under the slipstream. He sent it. He gets it. Nice and easy for Jack. Ruben Andrade is DNF'd from the race. Wessel Verhouden is having very chill race, battling only Anto. Jens Betsma, on the other hand, is not having a chill race, as he again will be trying to find a gap from which he can go. As you can see on the sign, all I see is demise. But we didn't see much demise right now. Jack was almost invisible there. They collided, but they keep it together. They are very respectable drivers between each other. Even if they collide, they just let each other to correct. Jens is still making much effort to get it. As Feimster and Hayes, although Hayes has spun. He spun. Yeah, so we had only one safety car, which is nice. Josh Brooks is slightly dropping his pace. Almost 3 seconds slower than predicted. Although he is battling with Diego Domingo, which might explain his drop in performance. Sending it into the... Is it 11th? It is 11th corner. They're going side by side. Demanding sweeping section. Diego is sticking his nose in front of Josh, so Josh will look for any opening. There are no openings there, but on the straight he can go much faster. Side by side, Josh does it. Interesting. This is good. This is good. Suriano P16 making his effort to get the point position, as Philip Bauer is also having not the best race in his AF1 career. Filmster dropping as he is fighting with Juan. Let's look at Philip Bauer getting that 1 point again. He is in the point finish reach, but he needs to repel Suriano from the contention. You can see a lot of positions are possible there. There's a train of cars. Vipropofol, Jake Filmster, Suriano moving to P14 maybe. Oh, is Bauer going to sneak in? It's definitely the better exit. I think Betsma is not going to win. 1 second again behind Jack. He will need a desperate send to get it. Yeah. This is good. This is good tough racing. Maybe not a drama field. Oh! Okay, the cars. Oh no! Oh! Kill me. Please, kill me! I curse them. It is drama field. Suriano, Bauer, 3 cars off. This is not a safety car condition, I think. It is not. It is not. I think Mattia is on the faster tire. Okay. Commentator curse is being checked. V-Wolves P13. Not the best race for him, but this is, I think, comfy spot he likes to be in previous races. But let's move to Janssen and Domingo fight with Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks is in the front, but Diego Domingo is trying to get any good exit. But Max Janssen is also looking for the opening. He will make attempt of the switchback. He is. Now they are side by side as Diego Domingo is in front of him, but no, not an overtake from Janssen. Oh, maybe he is! He was trying to get a very good exit there, but the switchback wasn't maybe working, although the exit is. Oh, he is losing quite of a rear, almost collided with Diego Domingo. Josh Brooks is in front. Yeah, let's make a joke that both enduro cars are fighting. Who knows? Knows, basically. Jens Betsma is dropping his performance again. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Other than Bonnevein chasing Wolves. We reached that phase of the race where we need to wait for something to happen. Yeah, this is sad, man. This is sad that Philip got ended by spinning car in front of him. Oh, there is a collision between Vivolves and Bonnevein. Wessel Verhouden is not finishing the race. Bonnevein still fighting with Vivolves. Vivolves trying to stay in the slipstream. Is doing all he can to do that. He will be looking for a even higher position as he dropped to P14. I think one lap before. The only driver from the Untitled Colombian project, Kevin, is defending from Filmster, who is drifting apparently. That's good. I like the livery. The black and red works pretty well. It reminds me of McLaren from 2015, I think. Radulea is making another pit stop. What is he planning? I don't understand. Max Jansen up there for P5. Josh Brooks is having a good run. So the bingo is not working. Josh and Juan didn't collide it. They are not in the back. And they are not outside top 10. Like, to check it, it's like half of it. To check it, both of them must be outside top 10. And Juan is the only driver to make it. So no crossing. Jens, lonely driver. Cruising. As Jack is going faster and faster. Is Jack faster? Yes, he is. By 0.3 per lap. Joao Vicente Guerra. I think he made a mistake. And he crashed. Not good. Disappointing result for a Brazilian driver. Diego Domingo, in the meantime, is watching the fight between Max Jansen and Josh Brooks. Two drivers going almost side by side. Corner by corner. But Diego is not trying to watch it. He is making his effort to join the fight. As, you know, when two people are fighting, the third is capitalizing on that. And he does it pretty well. Mansell, yes. Max Jansen doing, what was that move? He went from the inside line, better speed, moved in front of Josh before the break-in, and kept the position. And I think Josh got confused, because now Diego is taking his position. What is he thinking? Josh probably said. I don't know, but he looks confused. That move was unpredictable. I wouldn't say that was moving under braking, but Robbie Knobel is disconnected from the server. But yeah, that was weird. What a move. What a move. Philip Bauer is still in the contention of 1 point. Let's go, Philip. After the misfortune. So Vessel DNF'd because of the health issues. Get well, brother, get well. Having some issues with the tires. Philip Bauer is struggling. But he didn't pit, right? He did. All the drivers pitted. No stop strategy is impossible. Oh, Vivo stopped? No fuel? What happened? Philip Bauer into the points. 6 laps to go. Wheel was disconnected. It looks like he didn't have a fuel. Did he know that? That was weird. He just stopped. There go Domingo, Josh Brooks and Max Jansen. They are still in the train of, I want to say, solid drivers. They are all solid drivers. Just not lucky today to get a podium. But Charles Bertrand, P3 right now. I'm not going to show him. I'm not going to curse him. But he is the driver of the day for sure, and also Jack Olivier. Jack Olivier is, as you can see, Jens Besma is out there. He's that far. He's that far. It's absolutely crazy. 4 DNFs. Onto P19, battling with V-Propofol. Let's see those backmarker fight. Let's do it in like in the way of Drive to Survive, right? Oh, they're fighting for a solid position. This is great. This is great. How he managed to do that? And then he's like P19, right? But an exciting fight is for P5. Josh Brooks is saying, no, I don't like P6. Jensen is doing it again. He's like tricking Josh to go to the pits. I don't know. Breaking from the slipstream. Josh does it very clean, textbook move. I like it. I like it. Aggressive Josh, aggressive Jansen, and patient Domingo. Switchback wasn't possible. Josh just closed the opening. But Domingo will be aggressive, I guess. Yes, he is. He just find opening and he is attacking. This is the end phase of the race. They are both on the harder tires. I would say all of 3 drivers here. Anto getting P19. V-Propofol is spinning. Josh lost some time, but he is still under DRS. That fact is indeed a good information for Diego. As Diego is just waiting for each of those drivers to do a mistake. Diego is solid. Josh is also solid, but like Diego seems to knows his limits, and you know, as it is with Josh sometimes, he just do a mistake and done. Diego seems to be much more, I don't want to say cleaner driver, but like patient. That's a thing. I think Josh is racing with a new PC. This is the first race for him, so he has a solid hardware as the advantage for him. So no freezes. This is a good feeling. I know that. I know that myself. Josh Brooks being chased by Diego Domingo. And is Diego going to send it? Yes, he is! Diego is getting P6, sorry, again. Josh is pushing him. They are just touching the wheels. Sweeping section again. Kinda like Suzuka S's, right? We need to be very smooth. Josh is still there. You can see the wheel on the right. Oh, sorry. Just sending it, but Diego is defending. Diego is defending. But it's hard to defend under the DRS. I reckon, yeah, he will be still there. He is not letting Josh to take that position easily. Yeah, better speed, better acceleration. Josh drifting and actually getting time, but those tires must be dead. That must be a lot of struggle. They are pushing corner by corner. I am not coming back to the lead fight. It is done. 7 seconds. 7 seconds between Betsma and Oliver. Almost touching Josh's gearbox. And Diego Domingo is pushed to... not P2, P7 again. Diego braking earlier than Josh. He was, yeah, I think he was looking for that spot. For that tiny gap. You can just hit the apex and just sneak there. But Josh knew that. Josh knew that well. Diego under the DRS. You can see how much this system is helping here. Whoa! That was uncontrolled. Yeah, move from Diego, and then just appeared. I think they're both struggling on tires. They are keeping the fight. This is like the war of exhaustion. Bonnevein spinning. Josh and Diego. Who's gonna be in the front? It is Diego again. He is doing all he can to, you know, to prove I am back. I am back. Maybe not for P2. Maybe not for P2. Philip Bauer, what happened? Philip is again pitting. His tires must be dead. He is having wheel spin onto the pit lane. This is not good. This is terrible race for Philip Bauer. Shiny Ruffles is also having meh race. Two laps to go still. Diego Domingo almost hitting the gearbox of Josh Brooks. They are really aggressive today. Send it again. And Josh is still there. I am sure Josh is like in a very good mood right now. Like, this is the amazing battle. It was the greatest battle I have in F1 or something like this. Like he does to say. Oh, that was aggressive. That was aggressive defense from Josh. Diego, as I said before, he's patient. He knows when to back off, and he did. Following the same line. But Josh doesn't have DRS. The driver in front is 4 seconds behind. I think one of them will let the other one to overtake him, and then he will try to use all the DRS he can to get the position in the last lap. Like, you know, like Diego will just chill here and attack on the last sector or something, you know? Like on the second sector actually, and keep it there. Like, I think it might happen. So we are in the last lap. Jack Oliver leads. Diego Domingo made a mistake. Diego Domingo. They collided. They collided. I was going to like. Oh no! This is absolutely traumatizing. I was trying to say Jack Oliver is heading for the end as we are approaching the last lap. His Betsma behind and Charles are chilling, but. What is going on? Are the tires dying? Bonnevein is also just spinning. Both Diego and Josh are just spinning. I think Josh has spun. I cannot confirm that, but like, what is going on? What is going on? Sorry for like switching it before it happened. They were going like nice and clean. I didn't see it coming. That was crazy. Juan Manuel Gutierrez fighting with Suriano for P12. I think Juan doesn't want to be there. He wants to be at least P6, but no chances for him. Suriano sends it there. It's the only outgoing fight, I think. Anto almost getting a point, but not really. Imran Shaikh. Joao Vicente Guerra has spun again. What a dramatic race for him. Nothing went well. I think qualifying terrible, start terrible. Race. This is not going well for him, but he will be back stronger, I think. We lost the fight. We been denied, let's say. Josh and Diego. So, yeah. Jack Oliveira will be getting to the last corner anyway soon. Radulea is still battling Anto for no point position. It's absolutely great. That people still are capable of fighting. Okay. Jack Oliver is your winner for the first race again and again in AF1. Jack Oliver wins. Jens Betsma. Oh no. Oh no. He did it after the line. Don't worry. Jens Betsma. P2 confirmed. Some drivers at the back are also finishing. Charles Bertrand making it into P3. He does it. He did it. Then Mike Blast and Max Jensen. I'm just chilling. Okay, that was good. Max Jensen P5, Diego Domingo P6. George Brooks P7. Sadly, we have been denied the fight we've been waiting for, but this is a good comeback from the British driver and Spanish driver. Ben Hayes behind. Solid points for D&B Racing. Some people asked what DMB means. Probably dick and balls. Well, we are off the stream now. Kevin is P10. Joao Vicente Guerra, P11. Juan Manuel Gutierrez, P12. Matias Suriano, P13. Bonnevin, P14. And then Imran Shaikh, Radulea, Anto. V Propofol, Philip Bauer. Philip Bauer with a poor result for him. Wow. Shiny Waffles, P20, Barrydale, Vivov, Skinnable, Verhouden, and Andrade not finishing the race. That's the order. Time for interviews, I guess. Let's do it. That's proper interview. Yeah, that was a good race. Yeah, Josh Battle was awesome. Okay, let's bring some people, I think. Wait a second. Okay. Is there a Jack? Yes. Hello, Jack.
Oh, hello.
Congratulations. Again. What a race. What a race. You did have indeed some fights with Jens. How was the race for you? How did you enjoy it?
It was really fun. Like I was ahead most of the time, but he it was still like defending. So we battled with Jens for like the first 17 laps, but he chose the wrong tires in the pits. I don't know if he planned to go on the primes and then realized they were bad, or if he just missed it and didn't choose the right tire. But yeah, even if the options are kind of shit in the end of the stint, like he can just make a gap way more than enough just to run away. So
Yeah, he seemed to be struggling.
yeah, well, he was on the wrong tires, so that's why he was slow in the second stint.
Yeah,
In
but
pace, we were about similar, I guess.
also compared to you, you were braking much later than him. So it was also making him, I think, losing the position. Then he was trying to regain it under the DRS, and we've been seeing like the fight for most of the race, as you said. I've been like covering most of it, and also the fight between Diego and Josh for like almost the whole race. That was awesome. That was
Yeah,
that
that's nice.
that was good. Let's bring Jens here. Hello, Jens boy. Congratulations on your P2 and pole position also, as you managed to do it.
Thank you.
Wanna say something more about the race, or as Jack said, you just picked wrong tires and the race was end for you?
Yeah, well, like selected, like Jack and I were battling for the like for P1 for the whole time to like lap 13. I was like, oh, we're gonna have to stop now. So I switched my primes to options because I first thought like options wouldn't last that long, but they did. And with switching over like the options, I switched to strategy 2. Then I switched back to strategy 1, but then my tires were set.
Oh no.
And I didn't see that, so I switched to primes.
Yeah, sadly.
And primes were awful, so.
Yeah, but some of the drivers seemed to be using primes, I think. So.
Well, I think for the midfield drivers, maybe doing your primes is better because you'd spin less. But like if you're aiming for wins,
Yeah.
like on such
No,
a
you
difficult
you
one to
won't
aim for
spin
option.
less. Options lap 14 were way more stable than primes lap 14. Like I was spinning everywhere.
That's a good info for me to like remember for the future races. So I'm not bringing here Charles because he is not speaking, but congratulations to Charles for getting P3. Amazing result from him. He said he's gonna be more aggressive, and well, he did. He scored podium. He was fighting like for the opening phase of the race, because like you were probably too focused on yourself that you didn't follow what was going at the back. Like he was fighting with both Max Jansen and I think Mike Blast, and he's been like in a constant fight. And then Josh was joining, and Diego, and it was like train of five cars fighting for P3. And then Charles separated from them. Like he had better pace, better pit stop strategy. He was, I think, pitting later than all of them, and he still managed to leave the pits in front. So very good race from him. I think we should bring Josh here also, because Revo is back, baby. And I want to ask him what happened at the end of the race. Him and Diego. So I'm gonna bring those two here. Hello, Josh. Hello, Diego.
I'm here.
Why are you here? Because you had an amazing fight throughout the whole race. Yeah. So I want to ask you both what happened at the end, because I just switched and didn't see the collision.
Tires were dead.
Yeah, I noticed.
It was wet race. It was like and I saw Diego spin in the car radar. I was like, oh yes, this is my chance. Shit, I've spun as well.
Oh, so you both spun. I thought like
Yeah,
one spun.
I think mine might have been a sympathy spin or something, but like it was like, oh, I saw Diego oversteering. He's gone. Shit, I'm going as well now. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It was like a race to get going again. By which time tires like 20 left.
And I thought, well, there goes my battle, but I think I had a decent gap to Ben, who was behind me. Then I saw Span as well, so it was like um, the worst ever overtake on track.
And the award comes to Diego.
Yeah, but I wanna say it was all planned. It was tactical, and it was all in my head.
I think the synchronization was a little bit off, but yeah, it was good. It was good choreography.
I just thought that it might been something like Suriano, because like Suriano just spun and Bauer didn't have time to react, and then he just crashed into him, and Bauer's race was just like finished after that collision. So that was unfortunate. Although that was good to see all you here battling for most of the race, like Jack and Jens together, and Josh and Diego. That was awesome. And let's hope that we're gonna see more racing like this, because that was great. That was really good.
That was an epic race. Amazing.
There was almost 5 wide at some point.
Yeah, probably.
That was good. Like I think it was Bertrand, then Jensen and Mike Blast, and I think you joined and somebody else. And that was like train of 5-6 cars just following. There was also like very, very cheeky overtake from Max Jensen on you, Josh, I think. Like he just went to the pit lane wall very close, and he just like moved around you. That looked like very weird. Like he's even moving under braking, but I think it was before the braking. So
It was fine. It was fine. There was the one bit where he moved twice on the straight, but that kind of helped me overtake because he just sort of opened the out. I was like, okay, I'll have that.
But that was an epic race. Thank you all. I think I gonna keep Josh here for the next week announcements and so on, because you are so good with it. But thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jens. Thank you, Diego, for being here.
Thank you for streaming.
Yeah, don't worry. I hope that stream is okay.
The world had to see this.
Did you curse many people?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Probably me and Diego. Probably me and you actually.
Yeah,
I was
maybe.
thinking when I think it was Mike Blast. No, not Mike Blast. Antonio that spun. I thought that's Mosquito.
I think yeah, I cursed Antonio. Yeah. I gonna say like from the bingo right now. Safety car is out, is cursed out. Sarah Ridley lagging is out. Commentator curse is out. Jack qualifying P2 and Jack wins. All worked. Let's see. Josh Juan collision no. Joao extending the track no. River not making it into top 10 no, because it is for both drivers.
Me and Juan did collide in practice, but I think it might have been up just before the
But I'm just like counting it for the race, because it's like in qualifying, in practice a lot can happen. Red flag no, safety car spins no, but all like G went very, very wide at some point. Josh diving at T1. Let's say it was like T1 lap 1, because you did dive into T1, but let's say it doesn't count.
It was a safe dive. I think I made a really late move. It was like, I think it was on Radulea. Just sort of, I didn't quite brake later, but then an opportunity opened. It was like, oh, okay, I'll just sort of swoop into here. It was fairly sort of subtle.
Bug macro crashing top 3 driver. I don't think it happened, so no. Usual bug marker on the podium, no. Someone using their DRS under safety car and spinning. I didn't see it, so I don't know if it happened.
Nah, nobody used it.
Jack Jens collision. No, they just touched, but there was no collision. So let's say Philip Bauer doing 0 stops. No, it didn't happen. So yeah, so 5 out.
That was never gonna happen.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe somebody is that crazy, but no. So let's do next week announcements, right?
Yes. So that's it for this week in AF. We've got the stewards meeting tomorrow at 7 p.m. UTC. Follow that by there's nothing on Friday. Saturday we've got the return of AF4 for the second half of the season. That is at Donington Park. Slots are open if you want to join that. We've already got 22 checked in for a race that's already next week. That's going to be great. And AF1, of course, returns same time next Sunday for Manicourt, the French AFGP. That starts at 6 p.m. UTC, 35 laps.
And let's hope track limits gonna work well on this track.
Track limits were fine. It was
Yeah, they
the
were.
The server, which
Yeah, I
will
know,
do
I know.
in advance.
I know. I was referring to the server actually, not the track limits. Yeah, just a shortcut from me. But yeah, Manicourt is amazing track, and with those cars, it will be a very good race. I think very similar to Bahrain in terms of like close pack racing. So I'm looking forward to it. And I think that's all, right? Like only
That's it.
only AF4 and AF1 next week. Although. Yeah, although we recommend you all just stay around and watch those races because it's gonna be epic. I
Or
think
join them if you want. If you can race in them, you can race in them.
yes, also, but I'm like more open to people watching because like some people are just like watching because they are not racing. So, I think like the viewership today wasn't that big, but it's still solid, like 9 to 12 people. So it's fine. Let's hope more people gonna see amazing fights at Manicourt because this race was one of the best AF1 races we had, I think, since like maybe Mexico. Mexico was intense. Imola was also good. Okay, so I think with this we can finish. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Yeah. Yeah, so I think with this we can finish. Thank you for just, watching and enjoying.
Longest outro ever.
I am working on it. Good night, or good evening, or good day, depends wherever you are. I'm gonna keep it doing longer and longer. No.
The reason why we shorten it to bye.
Okay, bye.